Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my MOL Vidi versus Chelsea preview for the game which will be kicking off later on today at 5:55 PM in the Europa League. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this preview is that firstly I'm going to give you some Chelsea team news, then I'll give you my lineup as always, which will as always be broken into the formation and then the personnel. And then lastly, I'm going to give you my score prediction along with Charlie Nicholas's score prediction. So without further ado, let's get straight into this preview. So getting into the Chelsea team news, there are two main stories, and the first one is to do with players being rested, and there are five starters that are being rested, and they are Kepa, Antonio Rudiger, and Cesar Azpilicueta in defence, and N'Golo Kante in midfield, and Eden Hazard in the forward positions. All five of them have not travelled to Hungary and are being rested, so they've stayed in London. The second story concerning the Chelsea team is that Mateo Kovacic, Gary Cahill, and Victor Moses are not available for selection as they all have picked up injuries. I'm not entirely sure what injuries they have picked up, but they are all injured and will not be able to play or make the bench for today's game against Vidi in the Europa League. So yeah, that's the team news concerning Chelsea. I don't know anything about the MOL Vidi team. So yeah, let me know if you do find anything about Vidi or MOL Vidi or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, that's it for the team news. Getting into my lineup based on the team news in which I've just given you, I've gone with a 4-3-3 as that is Maurizio Sarri's preferred formation, all that stuff. And getting into the personnel, I've gone with Willy Caballero in goal for obvious reasons. Kepa has been rested. I've gone with a back four from right to left of Davide Zappacosta, Ethan Ampadu, Andreas Christensen, and Emerson Palmieri. It would be nice to see Ethan Ampadu get a start. I do think that David Luiz will be on the bench just to shore things up, even though we don't necessarily need to, as Chelsea have already qualified for the last 32 of the competition and have also won the group. But yeah, so that means that they will avoid any Champions League team, I believe. But yes, any Champions League team that drops into the competition. So back four from right to left of Davide Zappacosta, Ethan Ampadu, Andres Christensen, and Emerson Palmieri. In the midfield three, I've gone with Cesc Fabregas in that deep line playmaker role, with Ross Barkley occupying the right central midfield role, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek occupying the left central midfield role. I think that the midfield three needs to change. It's about time Jorginho's been rested. He got rested last week against Wolves, and it turned out to do us a lot. It turned out it ended up doing us a few favors against Manchester City. So hopefully he can get rested and play well against Brighton. But yes, that's the midfield three in which I've gone with. I think that is the most attacking midfield three in which Chelsea can go with by a long shot. But yes, moving into the front three now. I know I'm going to get slated for this, but in the front three, I've gone with Pedro Rodriguez in the right wing position, Alvaro Morata up top, and Callum Hudson-Odoi occupying that left wing spot. So to recap my lineup, Willy Caballero in goal, a back four from right to left of Davide Zappacosta, Ethan Ampadu, Andres Christensen, and Emerson Palmieri. A midfield three of Cesc Fabregas in that deep line playmaker role, with Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Ross Barkley just ahead of him. And in the front three, I've gone with Pedro Rodriguez, Alvaro Morata, and Callum Hudson-Odoi. So now to finish off this preview, I'm going to give you Charlie Nicholas's score prediction. He has gone with a 2-0 Chelsea win with Cesc Fabregas to score a goal. So that's a nice little addition. But yes, he's gone with a 2-0 Chelsea win because he believes that changes will obviously be made to the lineup. However, Chelsea would have gained confidence after beating Manchester City on Saturday and should comfortably win in Hungary. I'm going to give you my score prediction now. I've gone with a 3-0 Chelsea win, and because Charlie Nicholas went with Cesc Fabregas to score a goal, I've decided to do that myself as well. And I've decided to go with Callum Hudson-Odoi and Loftus-Cheek to score. So the reason why I've gone with a 3-0 Chelsea win is because I believe that Maurizio Sarri would love to get the second string players a chance to get. I think that Maurizio Sarri would. Let me start again. I've gone with a 3-0 Chelsea win because I think that Maurizio Sarri would love to give the second string players a chance to get to know what he demands of them, and this would be the perfect time for him to see who deserves to be in the starting 18 on Sunday against Brighton and Hove Albion. I expect Chelsea to win comfortably and proceed to the knockout phase with a perfect record. And what I mean by a perfect record is that I expect Chelsea to win this game and obviously subsequently win all of their group games. So yeah, I think that Chelsea will win. It will be very nice, but yes, I'll see you very soon. Come on, you Blues, and peace.